Hello children, welcome back to the physical science class. Today we are going to learn about formation of images by a pinhole camera and by a plane mirror in unit 15 light. Come, let's enter into the lesson. A pinhole camera consists of a closed box with a small pinhole in the front and a translucent screen, usually made of butter paper at the back. It can be used to view the images of various objects. The image formed by a pinhole camera is inverted, that is, upside down. The pinhole camera is an optical instrument that forms an image of an object on a screen. The working principle of pinhole camera is based on the rectilinear propagation of light. Light travels in straight lines. This property of light is called rectilinear propagation of light. Pinhole camera was used in ancient times to view eclipses without causing any damage to the eye. The image is different from a shadow because it is of the same color as the object, and all the details of the object can be seen in the image. If the distance between the camera and the object is reduced, the image will become larger. If the distance is increased, it will become smaller. The image of a distant tree will be smaller than the tree. If we look into the pinhole camera by keeping our eye at its backside, we will see an image of the tree on the screen. This is because some of the light coming from the tree passes through the pinhole to form an image on the screen. A ray of light coming from the point A of the tree passes through the pinhole in a straight line to form an image at point X on the screen. Another ray of light coming from the bottom B of the tree also passes through the pinhole in a straight line to form an image at point Y on the screen. In the same way, each point on the tree AB forms its corresponding image on the screen between X and Y. In this way, the image XY is produced on the screen. The light coming from tree passes through the pinhole of the pinhole camera in a straight line. The working of pinhole camera illustrates the property that light travels in a straight line. The light rays AX and BY coming from the top and bottom of the tree cross over at the pinhole. Due to the crossing over of light rays at the pinhole, the top of the tree comes at the bottom in image and the bottom of the tree comes at the top in image. An inverted image is formed in a pinhole camera because the light rays coming from the top and bottom of the object cross over at the pinhole. The main characteristics of the image in a pinhole camera are as follows. The image in a pinhole camera is inverted as compared to the object. The image in a pinhole camera is real because it can be formed on a screen. The image in a pinhole camera is of the same color as the object. The image in a pinhole camera can be smaller than the object or equal to the object or bigger than the objects. A pinhole camera can also be used to take the photograph of an object. If a photographic film is placed on the screen, the pinhole camera was used for taking photographs. The pinhole cameras is kept small so that only a very small number of light rays pass through it and a sharp image of the object is formed on the screen. If the pinhole camera is made bigger, then a large number of light rays from a given point of the object pass through it, due to which a blurred image of the object is formed. Pinhole camera is usually used to view the images of various objects like trees and buildings. The pinhole camera can also be used to take photograph of an object if a photographic film is placed on the screen. The phenomenon due to which light bounces off a highly polished surface, for example, a mirror, is called reflection of light. We are able to see most things around us due to reflection. For example, you must have seen yourself when you look into a mirror. What you see in the mirror is called an image. Light travels in a straight line until an opaque object blocks its path. As light cannot pass through an opaque object, it forms a shadow. Some opaque objects are able to change the path of light. Light bounces back after hitting the surface of such objects. This change in the direction of light is called reflection of light. Light is reflected by opaque objects that have reflecting surfaces. Reflecting surfaces may be regular, that is smooth surface, or irregular, that is rough surface. When a parallel beam of light falls on a regular surface, it gets reflected in only one direction. This type of reflection is known as regular reflection. For example, reflection in a mirror, polished surfaces, and still water. When a parallel beam of light falls on an irregular surface, it gets reflected in different directions. This type of reflection is known as diffused reflection. For example, reflection in rippling water. Formation of images by a plane mirror. Place a plane mirror on a table in a dark room. Flash the light from a flashlight on the mirror. You can see a beam of light falling on the mirror. Now let's perform an activity to observe reflection of light by a plane mirror. Cover the top of a table with a white sheet of paper. Using clay, fix a comb upright on the paper. Also fix a plane mirror strip upright on one side of the comb. Make the room dark. Place a lighted flashlight on the other side of the comb. Observe the beams of light as they travel along the paper from the comb and fall on the mirror. Observe the direction in which they are reflected from the mirror. You will find that the mirror reflects the light that falls on it. That is, it changes the direction that the beam or ray of light is traveling in. We find that the image formed by a plane mirror is of the same size and shape as the object. It is of the same color as the object and has all the details of the object. Stand in front of a mirror at home. Now, see your image in the mirror. Examine the image carefully. You can observe that the image formed by a plane mirror is erect or upright, same size as that of the object, virtual and laterally inverted. Image formed is same size as the object and same distance as the object from the mirror. If you raise your right hand, the image appears to raise its left hand. The print on your t-shirt looks as if it is written backwards. This reversal of an image formed by a plane mirror from right to left is called lateral inversion. There are many differences between a shadow and an image formed by a plane mirror. Now, let's compare the differences between a shadow and an image. Shadow is dark in color. Shadow always looks black in color. Image is of the same color as the object. Shadow shape depends on the shape of the object. Shadow does not show other details of the object. Image is of the same shape as the object and shows all the details of the object. The size of the shadow depends on the position of the source of light and may be bigger or smaller than the object. The image is of the same size as the object. Shadow is formed when light from a source is obstructed by an opaque object. Image is formed when light from the object reaches our eyes after reflection from a plane mirror. A shadow is the area where no light falls. Therefore, shadow is always dark. Image shows all the details of the object. Since light from the object actually falls on our eyes. Children, I hope that you might understood the formation of images and a comparison between shadow and an image. Thank you for watching.